Define your genetic structure. Choose a genetic resilience. Choose your first style. Pick your main color. Choose your detail color. Pick a class. Commando. Psy-Freak. Saboteur. Sentinel. Saboteur. Psy-Freak. Saboteur. Commando. Deadeye. Psy-Freak. Saboteur. Deadeye. Commando. Saboteur. Psy-Freak. Commando. Deadeye. Deadeye chosen. Pick a Saboteur. Deadeye. Good choice. Here's somebody with a troubled past, drawn into the spotlight of a story that's already begun. We're already at a crossroads. Choose it, but for you, it's not only a crossroad, but a choice, a reflection of...
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm the dark side of you. Your inner voice, to be precise. An echo of the balance and consequence of your actions as you move forward.
So glad you realize who you really are.
You can't contradict yourself like that.
Because you can't deny what's deep.
But remember, this is just the beginning of the end.
Guess left can be right sometimes. Stories of death and the bodies left behind, a reminder that we're at the mercy of nature and the one that preys on others. Do you remember the beast that shattered your family, or did you choose to forget? You turned your back on our world and got lost in your own. Meanwhile, the predator only grew stronger. Run for it. This is not the time nor place to end this story. This time, it was best to run and live to fight another day. Let us hope you're ready for it when it comes. The predator isn't the only threat. The wildlife started to mutate when the end of days began, and the tree of life started to die. Half his health. Uppity up up. The oil sludges everywhere. To most, it only means death, but some have adapted to the new environment and changed with it. Evolution has its ways. Don't stop pounding that. That's the good stuff. Look, an emergency box from the once was. A rare sight. That pipe looks weak. The claw bar should come in handy. Whoa! It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it. The Morks produce biomatter in their multi-organ that they shed under stress. Plants that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed, including you. Grab on tight. Toxanol built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single ark they left behind that we know other arks traveled through the sky and beyond. It seems those that came before us never lost hope in finding a new home for their kind. There are few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago, but it's clear the world wasn't prepared for how recklessly the Toxanol Corporation would make its mark on the world. Their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and without consideration for the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space. That's when they made the big mistake. They began dumping the toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming that it would sink and decay with time. And they were right. But no one was prepared for what was about to unfold. Once in the surf, the radiation interfered with the genetics of the wildlife and created bizarre mutations in their offspring. It had an inconceivable impact on biodiversity and the entire ecosystem. The world as they knew it crumbled as nature retaliated. It would never be the same again, and what remained of it became ours. Spark metal going pew-pew is never a good thing. It's coming from behind that door. A warning label. The box looks like a potential brain melt. It's going to take a bit of puzzling to short-circuit the door. There you go. The wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out. Going to be the mark. Chop it up. That's the last of them. Let's talk to the wheeled one before backup arrives. You should be able to use that. He wants to thank you for taking his side against the scavengers. He sounds familiar. You just can't figure out why. He presents himself as out of date. He knows he's way overdue, but he hasn't given up. He doesn't seem surprised that you don't recognize him. You were just... There have been rumors of a one-eyed Ronin seen outside. The legend of the one-eyed child. The child could have been anyone. There's no doubt you're the child, and that what Lupa Lupin did to your village, your Muma and Popsy, was the beginning of the... He says it has taken you a long time to bring the past back up to the... It was after the attack that the unity fell apart. Had it not been for the Tree of Life... asks if you are tired, as it's a bit of a hike here from the village. He wonders if your Mooma knows you are here. Sounds like he thinks she does, despite your heart growing dark. There's nothing... He understands why you came all... The potato people, or Nono, are a wonder, somehow interlinked with this little tree. Magic? He claims it's just the force of life. The Nono prefer to hide in glitter grubs. The Nono's key energy is just what the Pensai needs to... The small tree you saw up there where you met will eventually... You'll need to support the tree for a long time to come. The only way it'll... You'll need a net to catch the Nono, and he wants you to use his, but you handle that net like you've never done anything else. One day, he hopes the tree will have... But today, your focus is getting this... Now that you've seen the Nono's connection with... From this day on, he'll make nurturing the pens... One day, the land won't be as peaceful. He says you'd better hurry back to the village before your Mooma... No, she's got lots on her mind and needs rest after the raid. He lost you there for a while, but he says he remembers every single day he... The tree started to die when the end of days begun, and it wasn't long after that that the world... The genetic evolution that occurred after the apocalypse that Toxanol Corporation inflicted on the land. His friend Gizmo is working on a Mekton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route. Wiz is still repairing his Octopod to confront the Merc Puff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the Northwest Route. Noko has tamed the Midget and is preparing to take on the Hoof Puff at the end of the East Route. Finally, Goop is almost done with the Goo Glide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end of the route to the southeast. Out of Date says his friends are gearing up to stop. The road ahead won't be easy, but he wants you to understand that you'll... Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played. You're getting the hang of it. Quickest way out is through the roof where they came in, and the rope looks strong enough to climb. Know that the Tree of Life is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, it can't endure the environmental change and assault from the World Eaters. A signpost maps it out for the cartographically challenged. Let's see. Must be the World Eater that chewed off Out of Date's leg. You'll need a hat trick to bring that down. Look, a survivor. Glad to see someone made it out alive. He's heard the stories about the terror inflicted by the World Eaters to other Onk. He worries there won't be much left to save if this continues. He doesn't know what your connection is to this place, but... Anyway, he needs help and says it's by your actions you'll be judged.
That's a spark of light in you!
That's right! Smack that
You don't have to be so
Take it out now.
There's...
There's Out of Date again. He must have missed something important. Out of Date says you will make a better... The Myriad tribe is likely to be a good match as... Regardless of who you choose, it won't be easy. The Myriad's conviction to stop the World Eaters began when the Leviathans rose from the depths of the surf. Siding with the Myriad's movement for wholeness in a fragmented world might seem like the logical thing to do, but is it the right thing? One thing's certain, though. Destiny arrives all the same. The Jagni tribe only ever had one conviction: to bring balance to the world by wiping out the weak. They believe a cleansing is necessary to restore the world and want to let the World Eaters bring down the Tree of Life. But siding with Jagni isn't necessarily a bad thing. Fate will find a way. Out of Date says... He believes the tribe Sifus, Myriad especially, will listen to you. Out of Date will be waiting for you beneath... Your body could change. Another fork in the road. It's either the tunnel or the motor bridge. What'll it be? Now you're styling. It's unusual that natural tunnels like this still exist. Most of them got flooded. This area was beautiful before the tribe war began. Look at it now. It's a war zone. Feeling buff? That's the Myriad Tribe's fortress. Will they be friends or foe? You should head up there. That way you'll know. Let's see. It's a beaten path to that door. If you go there, you'd better make an entrance. Says they're wary of strangers. They're at war. cautions you that the Sifu may be a little...
Sibi? Lappanen aginkalman. Keratna fal hutut mustugai la wute.
The Myriad tribe act on understanding of the greater good and a code of honor. They believe uniting the tribes is the only way to restore the peace. The Sifu is convinced that defeating the World Eaters and saving the Tree of Life is the only way to make the world a better place. He welcomes you to the Myriad, but he was hoping you'd show up. The news of a vigilante Ronin on crusade crossing the Great Wall through the crack in Bunker 101 has proceeded. The wall that separates them from the other side? The wasteland you came from? There's something about your spirit that sparks memories of you as a kid. The Sifu says sometimes one memory can make another come to life. He hasn't thought about your Muma for ages. Your Muma invented Wang Fu. Originally, it consisted... Myriad wants unity between the tribes. If you believe there's some good in everyone, there's still hope for tomorrow. You'll unite the tribes and defeat the World Eaters to save the Tree of Life. He was hoping you... The Sifu was waiting for something to tip the balance in their favor, and with you... Their kin have run out of options and found themselves... He wants you to focus. These are the new rival outposts your tribe needs to take control of. He says you'll regret not being on their side. The only way you'll learn their secrets, Wung Fu and the tribe weapon now, is if you defeat him. And that will never happen. You both tells you not to be afraid. Your fate, once you've dealt with the rival's outpost, seeing you bring... He remembers your kind and... Anyway, the memories you make with your family are strong and can sometimes... You have things to do, places to go to, hopes to see... Says it's great to chat with. Under... Better beware, that's a mump up ahead. They were hit hard by evolution, the wonky ones especially. You can last longer. Nice topper. Looks cute. Looking sort of good. Time is lost on this place, but it evokes a tingling sensation. There's something special about it, drawing you closer. Let's see. As time passes, memories fade, and sometimes feelings change. It's not about who you were, it's about who you'll become. This story is far from over. Echoes of a long-lost past, like whispers in the wind. Here's someone who takes each day as it comes. He wonders where you've been. He hopes you've been out at the lake, practicing your swimming technique. Learning to swim can be scary when you don't know what you're doing. But fortunately, he thinks you should really know how to swim by now. Wine. He says, that wasn't too bad, was it? Way to go. Don't let the sound of the waves drown out your spirit. But you need practice. Lots of practice. Judging by your Mooma's look, it seems you forgot something. You promised you'd train with her before the sun goes down. You should know. Practice makes perfect. She'll see you at the village square. She says that's good. Here's another familiar face with lots on his mind. He was hoping you could help him pick up some scrap for a thingamajig he's working on. He thinks you're true. You should look for things that are... He wonders what usefulness you found. Sometimes he's an expert. He can work wonders with almost anything and asks if you know how to upcycle. He says only a few are willing to do He'd love to teach you to upcycle. You did well, but he can't help but wonder why you decided to craft a weapon. He says you don't really know it. He's looking forward to seeing what you'll... It looks like she's starting to lose her patience. You know she doesn't like waiting for you. She wants to see you on the village. Then you've got a good excuse. You share a responsibility. She wants you to grow up and start thinking for yourself. You really need... She won't live forever, you know that. But she and... You've always followed your own... They look determined. Better watch out. He asks you to stop right there and wonders where you think you're... There's no way they'll let... He wants to know who you think you are. They push each other to become better. She asks if you're hurt. What happened? She's there for all disciples. That's her commitment as Sif. The most important, it's time to focus. Here's someone close to heart, doing what he does best. He asks if you could help him, too, before... He'll talk to her. He suggests you get going and find him... He's curious to see what you found. He's all for it. He says it's about time you learned how, and offers to... The style might be too... You should... He's looking forward to... Your Muma says it's about time you got here.
Andro?
Hopes you're as... She says... Your Muma says you did well today. She's so proud of you. Been working on a present for...
Andro?
You should... Catchy. Your Muma says she's never seen a piece of Scraptronics like this has... It's called an automaton, and it's hardwired to your DNA. It'll follow wherever you go and... You should... Your Muma says you look tired. No wonder. It's been a long day. Rest, and you'll find strength for tomorrow. Your Muma urges you to blaze a trail. That's just adding fuel to the flames. Give it a last burst and you make it.
Andro?
Your Muma says this is it. The time has come.
Kana munta.
Whatever happens, you need to know she loves you. Here it comes. The past coming to hold the present. You must go through fire and water to make it out of here. Your Muma says you can make it if you believe in it. Where she goes, you go. Blood is thicker than water. You're in deep surf. Don't make waves. The surf goes where it wants to go. It'll take you to the shore as long as you go with the flow. Death is not to be feared by one who has lived life with a pure heart. A part of her will live on in you. The creature is hungry for more. Nothing is going to stand in its way now. If a sacrifice is made for someone else, it's not lost, but passed on to the next. Life must go on. Real sacrifice comes from love and necessity when all other options are exhausted. The ultimate test of conscience is the willingness to give up anything to save what you truly care about. What you do for yourself dies with you. What you do for your kin remains and makes you immortal in their memory. As the moment fades and is lost, the only thing that remains is loneliness. It doesn't mean you'll forget your past. It simply means you need to move on. The tribe's caught a fluffy hulk. Better watch out, it's no pet. They couldn't keep it down. Loose. Ready for battle again. All fired up. Running low. They've received a group of myriad crusaders already. You should hurry there and help them best the outpost. Not really. It's west of Bricktown.